Hello, thanks for coming, replay viewer. I'm live from New York City. I'm going to click from my Japanese channel, SnowSugar. Looks like tomorrow it'll be snow, so everybody's like putting the salt around, but snow salt, not the regular salt. That would be a nightmare if you know, spreading out the regular salt. Here's a koi-san, and you know, I'm still not figuring out the camera and audio issue. For camera is to be solved, but audio, like using new microphone, still not solved yet. Hi, how are you? Looks like you're a follower, but I don't know. Sorry, I can't, you know, say your name. But if you want to say hi, that would be nice. So this week will be third week of Hataraki Guy 2.0, and this week is we are talking about leverage and the freemium tools to leverage your time and energy more efficiently. Because I put the title on Equifax, one of the credit card bureau, not a credit card bureau. The one of the, I think there's a three, and TransUnion, Equifax, and what's the other one? I forgot one of them. So Equifax breach, data breach was happening last month, like December, but I didn't pay attention. But today, when I was, you know, tried to pay the bill of my telephone, then I received a notification that I need to check the status of the Equifax because I might be the victim. Then when I check it, I was one of them. No, it's not laughing matter. And then I got so scared because then someone may be using, or some hacker, and you know, stealing my, you know, ID and data, maybe creating some credit card or something. Then I was trying to confirm my identification and answering the question on the website of the Equifax, but three questions came up was totally not related to my account. Then I say no all the questions, then I was denied to access my information. That was really strange. Then I contacted Equifax, and now they're trying to find out what's going on. Hope it's nothing happened, nothing serious. If someone taking all my credit card balance away, you know, that would be no problem. But if someone is using, you know, my identity to create something, you know, something else without notice, that would be no good. So some of the state in New York City, not New York, and United States, they are having like a snowstorm. Hope everyone is not hurting or not serious damage. You know, I hope, you know, everyone is safe. But New York is going to have a snow tomorrow, but it's not major and not snowstorm. Hopefully, you know, nothing serious tomorrow. So this week, the topic is like a leverage. Looks like this GIF animation. I couldn't do the Japanese scope this morning because I didn't have time to prepare the information before the scope time, and scope time was 6:30 a.m. So I couldn't do the Japanese scope, but maybe I could do maybe 2 days tomorrow same time, and doing 2 days topic together, I think. So if you are looking for the Japanese scope, sorry about that. So leverage is always involved time and money. So everyone is balancing hopefully time and money. I am trying. So I share some of the freemium software or freemium tool you can leverage your time and the energy. So today I'm going to share some experience with other people. So if you look up your desktop, if your desktop looks like this, you need to change something. Your habit will be not great. So I think as I explained or shared a story last week or 2 weeks ago, I think last week, no, 2 weeks ago. If your room is messy, that means your mind is messy. That's same thing for the desktop. If your desktop is messy like this, your mind is messy. So your mind is overwhelming. You can't work straight and you always behind something. So next slide showing this is my desktop. I just screenshot, then share here. I normally don't save any file on the desktop. I strongly suggest it looks like this or maybe less. Showing all the application on the desktop and using other tool to organize your documents, and strongly suggested to have a file instead of having bunch of folder. I mean bunch of files. It's like a desktop I just showed you. So if you wanted to organize your tool and create the folder like a 2018, just one folder for entire this year's, then you split subfolder for like marketing, and one for office, one then another folder. So that case, and you don't have to search or using the search box to search in your file. So you have to kind of systemize of your how you can organize your file and also how you can name of the file all the time. So that case you don't have to search for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and if you search in one file for spending 5 minutes, even 5 minutes is too long. So my office and my company system is 5 seconds to find the file you need. 3 seconds would be ideal, but right now it's 5 seconds or 5 clicks or 3 or 5 clicks to find your file you need. Because otherwise every time you open a file it takes 10 minutes. Then if you open 10 files, so you already waste 1.5 hours of the day. So if you still have like a non-digital documents, strongly suggested to scan or digitalize, then throw everything out. Takes up so much space, and I don't know how much you're paying rent, but those documents not gonna pay you rent, but they takes up your space. So scan everything, and you don't want to maybe you gotta go through first then decided which one you need to keep, which one you don't need to keep. Hi Tristan, I think you missed the desktop picture, so I'll show you one more time. Hope your desktop is gonna look like this. This is mine. I hope your desktop looks like this. So I was sharing the desktop is also indicate your mind, inside of your mind. So if your mind is clear and calm and organized, your desktop should be organized and have so much space. But definitely digitalizing all the documents, it takes time. Hi. But you know, if you about future time, and maybe you can calculate the time you need to scan and calculate the time and you need to search in the future, then you can compare which time is worse to do it. Definitely scanning document to be digitalized would be much more efficient and also reasonable, I think. Save up a lot of your time. The US, there's the IRS, is tax office. Video game files. Okay. But if you're playing like every day or very often, that's fine. It's like an app, right? Hi, Maika-san. Are you here? Okay. Why you put all the the software is at the corner? You wanna open up the center? How come I don't see your icon over here? But because normally screensaver has the image at the center, so you know if you're clearing up. Okay, that's your habit. So maybe right top corner would be animation and bottom would be office documentation. It's kind of like a folder of at each corner. Categorizes something. What about your whole folder? It's gonna look like this. That's like under the after. It's like very organized and subcategory. Before stage. Oh, papers and pens. Okay. Yay, that's the way it's supposed to be. Yes, only two icons. That's very clean and organized. And trash icon. That's nice. But New York's not a New York and the United States and IRS it ask everyone to keep their 7 years of the record. I think 7 years. But they accept the digital document, so that's why we don't have to, even company, you don't have to have a paper documents anymore. You can scan everything, then keep 7 years, then each year you can just delete the file. I used to have this type of a cabinet, like not a cabinet, like a box of the file, and for 7 years, then takes up my office space. But now I don't have to. That's good. But in Japan, I think they don't accept the digital file yet. It depends on the country or it depends on the state maybe, especially New York City. The US has a different, state has a different law. But IRS is for the federal, so I don't know the state law. So this is the picture I found from Google. This is Japanese room, not American. Before, after. I forgot the word, hoarder or something. That's a person who had a kind of something like mental disorder. Then they can clean the room. Right, that's right. But those, type of disease, is that disease? Is happening after something very shocking experience in their life, such as like losing someone, or it's very right. But I can't imagine with this type of room, but some people live in there. So the reason why they can't, they buy things, okay, they keep buying new stuff, like ordering everything Amazon. My neighbor is ordering something Amazon every day. I see the Amazon box every day. But if it's new and clean, should be okay. But it's like a food, leftover food or something. It's kind of, bacteria or not really good for the health. So that's why I wanted to share this Japanese word. This is very new, and one of the person I know, she is a yoga teacher. No, she learned from Buddhism from yoga teacher. This is kind of like a Zen word. I never heard of it until she published the book. That's called the Dan Shari. Dan means like a stop, and Shar means throw out, and Li means like a detach. So Zen Buddhist ideal of detachment from possessions. So that means this type of room, the person who has this type of room is they can detach of the possession some reason. Maybe that's the mental illness, I think. But even if the regular life, sometimes you can throw something out. It's like if you find something for when you're child or when you receive, get the gift or something, it's hard to, throw them out. If you don't have to, right? So this is a typical Japanese room, but people don't appreciate this type of room anymore. That's kind of sad. Very westernized and Americanized, because everybody have a bed and a couch and lots of furniture in a small room. But because size of the room is not big as American, but they wanted to try to be like a modern life, and they don't have a tatami mat and like a flooring. But because Japanese house looks like this, their ceiling is not that high, because they don't have to have a high ceiling, because they normally not stand and sitting on the floor. Yeah, I agree. I like this type of room. I wanted to have a shoji window to my house, but it would be very expensive if I wanted to have this type of window. That would be really calm and nice. I really wanted to have a tatami mat on my, now it's opposite. But this room is very minimalist and very useful, I think. Even you have a one room and you can convert into the bedroom, because the right hand side there's a little like a door, like a sliding door. Sliding door doesn't take up so much space. That's a really nice thing. And the sliding door open, then there's a storage area. Then you have a futon inside. But futon is not the American futon. English word futon is not the Japanese futon, because they just explaining about the bed fold in half or something. But actual futon doesn't have a frame. It's like a huge, like cushion type of stuff. So you just pull the futon from the storage, then you can sleep on the tatami mat. That's right, that's right. American futon is different. Welcome back. So next one I was going to show you. This is like a fat, like a wallet. Fat wallet is going to be good because you have a lot of money inside, but this wallet is showing lots of receipt and lots of like a paper or cards. So your wallet is also messy like this. So money not gonna like to stay there. So that's the the person who wrote the book, emailing to everyone. She said, your wallet is not organized and lots of paper and clutter inside. Money won't stay because money doesn't want to stay because wallet is house of the money. For zipper, okay, you kind of like pushing inside of the maybe zipper is gonna broke soon. That was interesting. When she was explaining, and the wallet is the house of the money, so you have to organize, otherwise money is gonna go away because she doesn't want to stay or he doesn't want to stay. Then I clean up my wallet and try to be very simple and organized. And but the funny thing is that since then the money stay. Don't you think? It's true, you think? Yeah, because I experienced. After I clean up all the messy inside of wallet, the money actually stay there. Everything is so interesting. Then now you have a smartphone, you can be very organized, but I don't have so many cards like this. But you can keep all the different cards, like a Starbucks card and Target card. Because I think most of the people buying everything is Amazon. They don't have to have a membership. They just need like one card, an Amazon card. Then buy it, right? Yeah, I'm same thing. Because I don't have so many card like this. I used to sell stuff from on Amazon, and the Amazon seller center told me, and they never released the order within 6 hours because they said most of the people cancel within 6 hours. That's good for you because one card would be enough. If you have more than 2 or 3 cards, you don't know which card you're spending and then get confused. So Amazon said if the person purchased something, the funny thing is after they purchase, they started to look for the better place. I think they should have, maybe including me. And if you purchasing something, we have to search before click the buy button. But after click the buy button and I do same thing and search something is much cheaper, or then I cancel, then order something else. Amazon was right. No, right hand side is Android and the left is not Amazon, iPhone. So Android has the same things. Looks like all the same. Right, I think so. But now, is the Google Wallet is still exist? Everybody's having like a wallet, like Apple. Apple doesn't say wallet. Apple Pay, PayPal Wallet, Google Wallet. So that case, you don't have to have a card. Just need an app to pay. A Square Wallet. You just open the app. But I just sharing the information at the beginning of this scope. Oh, good. I'm not sure about the Canada, but do you guys know about the Equifax data breach last month? You have a PlayStation card. Okay. Okay, a lot of gaming card. One of the scoper mentioned about you can earn money. It's like a point. If you earn the point from the game, and you can use the point to buy something. That was interesting though, because I think he was at the Robinson ice cream. Then he said, "I'm redeeming my point I earned from game." You never heard of that? Yeah, that I never heard of that either. I was like, oh really? Which game? You know? I was so curious about that because he can use the point as a money. I think it's the monster something. There's a lot of game called the monster. So anyway, you know, if you live in the state and if you have an Equifax, and please check your status, because I checked my status this morning. Then I was one of the victim. I have to report, and now they are investigating my, you know, social security number. That was a major breach. I think data breach, cyber attack. Yeah, that's right. Balancing work and with life. You were okay balancing work and life, work with life? I think if you live in state, yeah, I think not so difficult to work in balance, like balancing work with life. But in Tokyo, maybe a little difficult. But I hope this changed, because I came here 24 years ago, and I have been back then 10 years. Maybe I want to go back to Japan this month. Not this month. This year. Then check everything is changed. It's better way. So today's Puchi Japanese, it'll be real difficult. Detachment. Bunri. But I think many people using tebanasu very often. Sorry, my phone is ringing. Detachment. Bunri. Do you know the word bunri? So I think the word bunri is when you're little, like we used like water moshi moshi. That's right. When you receiving the phone call. But some American say to me moshi moshi when I meet. Then I was like, no, that's moshi moshi is only on the phone. But he said, why not? Because moshi moshi means hello, right? Yes, it is means hello, but we don't say moshi moshi. That's we can use only when you're receiving phone call. Okay, second word is possessions. 所有物. Is that difficult? 所有物. 3 kanjis. Shoyu is possess, and butsu is thing. Now it's kind of quiet, right? Let go would be easier to remember, right? Detachment and bunri. So today's quote. Oh, okay. I thought it's gonna quote. You don't understand Japanese. Especially this one is a little difficult, I think, because detachment you don't normally use for the regular conversation. I think we use the bundi for water and oil, right? That when you put in water and oil in a glass and it's gonna separate it, so we call detach. But detachment doesn't mean bundi. It's like a separated, right? Detach is like a opposite to the attachment. Right, separate. So because I share the clean up your room and clean up your closet, I remember, I created this Udemy course, when was it? 2 years ago? 2 years ago? 2015? No, 2014. No, 2015, spring. 2 years ago. So I create 2 classes, and the green one for Japanese and the blue one for English. And I use the kira kira closet. Do you know the word kira kira? That's kind of anime type of Japanese. Kira kira. Pikachu is pika pika. You heard of kira kira? Good. Kira kira, do you see that like a green picture has a little, like a tiny star on it? So that's kira kira. It's kind of shining something. So kira kira closet means after you clean up and your closet will be shine. But when I create an English course, I didn't pay attention about the name. So I realized that, English course title is so long. 3 easy steps, clean out closet, find the real you. Yeah, sounds similar, right? Pika pika. Did you see the Kim's tweet about hua hua and fuka? Hua hua and fura fura. That was very similar, hua hua and fura fura. Hua hua is like a fluffy, and fura fura is like a disease, or what's the best word to describe it? Fura fura. Did you see that? Right, that's right. But if you say hua hua, maybe if you take in too much medicine, like overdosing, maybe you can be fura fura. Hua hua, because you're kind of fruiting something. It's kind of, what do you call it? I forgot the word. What was it? You kind of tripped, right? Tripping to the different world. Anyway, that's the kind of slang. That's right. It's like a high. It's hua hua. So maybe doctors thought something. Oh, what did you take? Are you taking something? I saw the Cranberries is, one of top sing vocal is died, right? Anyway, let's not talk about like negative things. So today's quote is let go or be drugged. I think I mentioned about when we, getting new information, you have to let go of something, right? Because don't be greedy to having lots of stuff in your home or in your closet. So if you got something new, let go something. I like this quote because it's very simple and say something I really wanted to say. Let go or be drugged. This is kind of part of Buddhism as well. Okay, time to eat, right? It's almost 8 o'clock. Hello, thanks for joining. We almost end. Okay, thank you so much for joining, and it's nice to see you all. Today is Tuesday night, tomorrow is Wednesday, so hope you have a good day and a wonderful evening, and see you tomorrow. Thank you, thank you. ありがとうございます。また来てね。See you later, alligator. I don't know what that means.